Hey guys, this is DGAFpanda, and today I just wanted to do a quick video on my top 5 favorite foundations for my oily, acne-prone skin. I have friends who have always asked me about this, and I have people who have left me comments before or messaged me and asked me what are my favorite foundations, what products do you recommend. I never really know what to reply because I use so many types of foundations. I'm always alternating. I never use the same thing, daily. It's always, whatever works, whatever I'm feeling. Some of the key aspects that I look for a foundation are: 1, it has to be oil control. 2, it has to be mattifying. 3, it has to have either a lot of coverage or enough coverage to where my face looks even. 4, I try not to go for a foundation that feels too heavy on the skin, and it cannot break me out. I can tolerate a little bit of breakouts, but if it's just like full-blown breaking me out, I will return it. So I've gathered my top 5 favorite foundations. My number 5 on my top 5 favorite foundations is the Estee Lauder Clear Difference BB Cream. And I've actually reviewed this before. I've talked about it. I use this a lot because I don't use it daily, but I do love using it when I do use it. The finish of this is demi-matte. It's not a complete matte finish, but it is mattifying. It does help to absorb oil and stuff. However, it's not full coverage, so you don't get that flat look. It very much gives you a natural matte finish. The pros to this is it's non-acnegenic, it's oil controlling, it has SPF 35, and it's oil free. What I love about this is that it's just so easy to put on and go. When I wear this, I don't normally do, eyebrows and stuff. I kind of just do some brow gel, and I kind of avoid my eye area just over here, and it gives me a very natural face, and I kind of, it's very on the go. So that's what I like about this. I use this at airports, on plane rides, it's just so quick and easy to use. The cons to this would be it's very sheer to light coverage, no matter how much you build it up, there's no way you're gonna get a full coverage. Another con to this is the price. For a BB cream, it does run at $40, and at that price, you might as well get a sheer foundation. Another aspect that I'm kind of iffy about is that the texture of this foundation, or the consistency, as opposed to the Day Wear, which is its counterpart to this in Estee Lauder, is that this one has more of a thick texture consistency to it. It doesn't go on as smoothly as the Day Wear BB cream, but it's kind of compromisable because this is mattifying. Moving on, my number 4 on my top 5 favorite foundations is Smashbox Liquid Halo Foundation, and this runs at $42. I am in this shade number 4. The finish to this is a luminous, natural finish. It's kind of a satin finish. It's not mattifying at all in terms of finish of this foundation. This is the packaging, and this is what the actual container looks like, and I absolutely love the packaging. It's really beautiful. The pros to this foundation are that, 1, it's long wearing. Despite the fact that it does have a natural satin finish, it does wear all day, and I don't necessarily get oily, and if I get a little oily, it's just in my T-zone, but it's not to the point where like, oh my god, I need to take it off, I look greasy. Just to the point where you look like you're glowing. A little setting powder helps. It doesn't start to move around your face, it stays in place. 2, it reflects light, so when you're taking, say, a selfie, which I do a lot, it just looks absolutely amazing. It definitely blurs the imperfections, and honestly, I was blown away because it has such a sheer coverage that I didn't think it was gonna do what it says. But after trying it out for myself, my selfie game has been A+ strong, because I don't even know how to describe it. The light technology that their studio created in this foundation helps to reflect that light, and in your selfies, I swear, you look absolutely beautiful, even in person. And that's saying a lot because I do have acne scars, so sheer foundation normally doesn't work for me because my acne scars still shine through. But with this foundation, in person you can still slightly see them, but in photos, they're so not visible, it's unbelievable. It has a beautiful finish, and it is oil-free. The cons to this foundation are kind of compromisable. Again, the fact that it is a sheer coverage, no matter how much you build on, you're probably not gonna get to medium full coverage, but you might build it up to medium, but again, you have to put a lot of product on. But again, it's compromisable because of that light reflecting technology, so it can be a little greasy if you don't apply setting powder or a finishing spray. I have read, and for myself, I have experienced that it does get a little bit greasy, but like I said, if you use setting powder, you should be fine. The con that I'm kind of, because my selfies are just look so amazing, is the fact that it does make me break out slightly. Not like MAC makes people break out. This is just a little bit, like I would get 1 or 2 pimples and But again, it could be the fact that I was wearing it for, you know, 12 hours, and 12 hours is a lot to wear foundation. It leaves a lot of time for the foundation to sink into your pores. So again, it's one of those things where I don't know. But it doesn't break me out to the point where like I would return this. So definitely recommend this. Selfie game strong. The third foundation that I'm absolutely obsessed with at the moment, because I just bought it 2 days ago and I've been testing it out and I'm absolutely in love because it is a powder foundation and I honestly didn't think I was gonna like it as much as I do, but I do. It says everything the website says it does, and it is the Too Faced Cocoa Powder Foundation, and this is from their new Fall 2014 line, and it's just absolutely amazing. It smells like frickin' chocolate. I mean, that alone, like, you should make you want to go get in your car right now, drive to Sephora or Ulta and buy this foundation because it's just absolutely amazing. The foundation comes in their standard Too Faced packaging, and when you open it up, looks like so, and then on the inside it has its little sponge in case you want to use it wet. Supposedly, I haven't tried that yet, but the finish to this foundation is rose petal matte, so it kind of gives you a blushed matte look, and at least from what I can see on my face, I'm actually wearing it right now, and as you can see, like, in the areas that's not bronzed, you can see that it kind of has a slight pink tone to it, but at the same time it's very yellow tone. So when you go buy this foundation, they do have enough shades for all skin tones, but they do run a little bit yellow. That being said, the pros to this foundation are it smells delicious. Like, honestly, it just smells delicious. If you love chocolate, you'll love this. Just like their matte bronzer. But that aside, it is medium to full coverage. Packaging is beautiful. That's another pro. It's easy to apply. It's oil absorbing, and it does minimize your pores and fine lines, as you can see. Anyway, also this alternates as a setting powder, so this would be great if you put on foundation and then with a brush, just, you know, set your foundation. Instead of using the sponge, just use instead of using the sponge, just use a brush to set your foundation. And oil controlling, A++. I purchased this instead of repurchasing my Tarte setting powder. It is vegan friendly, so yay. Some of the cons to this is that the shades are a little misleading. Like when I was at the store, all the shades looked the same to me. And I was testing it out on my hand though, so I don't know. And then the lighting in Sephora is just a little whack, so like you can never tell if it's actually your shade until you walk outside. So I did buy this, and it wasn't until today when I put it on in natural lighting that I realized that it is a little bit too light. Like, I think I should have gone with the medium. This is a light medium, but it's not super noticeable. It still fits my skin tone a little bit. I don't know. Anyway, that's all I really have to say about this. It does run at $34, so this is one of the cheaper routes in this whole 5 foundations. I will say that this definitely rivals MAC's Studio Plus foundation powder. It just has that same kind of coverage. My second favorite foundation, and I have reviewed this before, is the MAC Pro Longwear SPF 20 foundation in NC20, and this runs for $32. Again, I think this is the cheapest option on this list or video. This is a relatively new product. I have reviewed it. Check out my video. I'll have a link up somewhere. The finish of this is demi-matte finish, and it looks very natural on your skin despite the fact that it does cover everything. This is definitely medium to full coverage despite what the website says, because they claim it is sheer to medium coverage. This is so full coverage. It covers everything and you look absolutely flawless. It is 10-hour wears. It's quick to apply. It's hydrating, but it's not oily. It definitely lasts all day. The cons to this is that it can clog your pores. It can cause a little bit of acne, and I hate that I love this foundation because, like I said, it does make me break out 1, 2, 3, maybe pimples the next day. But anyway, I hate that I love this foundation, but it is absolutely amazing. My favorite foundation of all times, and I'm absolutely obsessed with this foundation, and I've honestly used it every day I can when I feel like using it, but literally out of all the other foundations, I use this the most weekly. This is the Becca Ultimate Coverage Complexion Cream in Nude, and it retails for $42, and you can get this at some Sephora's, but not all, but you can get it online on Sephora, Ulta, and that's it. I don't know what to say. They recently just started selling at Ulta, so you probably won't find it at the store, but you can order it online, and you can get it on QVC. And this It has a satin finish. It is so full coverage that this rivals Kat Von D's Tattoo Lock-It Foundation. Not even sure what it's called. But Kat Von D made me break out. This does not make me break out, and that is why I'm obsessed. And this has 22% pigments, 22% water, and it is water-based as opposed to silicone-based like the Kat Von D foundation. This lasts all day, and it is not oily at all, despite the fact that it is a satin finish. This foundation just, oh my god, and I think I filmed before in the videos and I've commented how I'm wearing that foundation, and this is just so beautiful. I cannot, like, my mom saw me with this and immediately went and bought one herself. Like, obsessed. If only their products weren't so expensive, because they are mineral, whatever, I don't know, but it is a little pricey, but obsessed. If I could, like, The cons to this foundation, which aren't even that much, is that it does dry quickly. So if you're applying it, you kind of have to apply it fast. It's a little bit of a workout, but once you get used to it, it's quick. It does feel a little heavy throughout the day. Like after 5 hours, your face does start to feel a little heavy, but again, so full coverage that it's worth it. It covers up my acne scars. It just covers up everything. You don't need concealer with this. That's how full coverage this is. And that's all I can really say about the cons. I absolutely recommend this to everyone, honestly. Selfie game strong. What I said about the other one, this one just looks freaking amazing, and it's just so radiant on the skin. Ugh. For those of you that have acne and are acne prone, I definitely recommend this to you. It hasn't made me break out, and I am extremely sensitive to a lot of foundations. So if it's not making me break out, chances are they're definitely not going to make you break out, and they're definitely... I was having a bit of a breakout issue this last month, so I stopped using all my foundations that normally make me break out, or possibly, you know, and I was just using this, and honestly, it wasn't helping the breakouts. If anything, it made me not break out. So my breakouts naturally went away, and now I don't really have much of breakouts. But I definitely recommend this if you have oily, acne-prone skin. Just try this, or try the Becca Cosmetics line. I know they have a matte foundation if you're not into the satin finish. Honestly, I'm just obsessed with this foundation. I made this whole video just so I can talk about this foundation and name it my #1. So I just recommend it to everyone. And I apply this with a beauty blender. You can apply it with a normal foundation brush, but like I said, it is a little drying, so I would recommend using a beauty blender just because it does, you know, help to apply to all your face and give you an even skin tone. But yeah, I recommend this foundation to everyone, and this is the Becca Ultimate Coverage Complexion Cream, and I am in the shade Nude, and it retails for $42. Check it out, try it out. Thanks for watching, guys. Comment, subscribe, like this video. I hope you try some of these products. If you have tried some of these products, let me know. Let me know how they're working for you. If some of these foundations that I mentioned don't work out for you, let me know why. And maybe I can make them work for you. And maybe I can't. But I'll try. So yeah, thanks for watching. DGAFpanda out.